I really, overall, as a strategy, I just really need more townspeople. And I wonder if I've gone just too deep in the game to fix that. However, since we've opened up level 8 and seem to be functioning, I hate to dump anything or anything, so what I mean is I starting a new town is kind of on my mind, but we are so far in this one. I really want to try to salvage this. And what I see as the big problem is I just don't have enough townies to do the kind of stuff we need to. Because I haven't built squat upstairs. You know, most of my walls are a single level, and alright, that's Leo. He's our barbarian with a golden mace, and that's why he's just tearing their asses up, or they would have had him. Uh, he actually put on some armor. When they enter the game, they're one of the heroes that's unarmed, or maybe they're the only hero that's unarmed as far as a weapon. And he happened to be in the right place at the right time to snatch up a golden mace. It's weird. I've left all kinds of good weapons out for them to pick up if they wanted them, and they never have. And I was equipping my guys with the golden maces because they're a magical, really powerful weapon. And by golly, he picked that sumbitch up. So, but that's cool because I got some more gold. I still haven't found gold, or I got some more gold from a caravan and made 2 more. I don't know what the best strategy is to equip your townspeople or your, well, you can't equip your heroes, so the best you can do there is I try to leave them out decent armor and weapons if they want to grab them, so. But I don't want to get somebody stuck when all this is done. And I think on this I could have just done the one and they do the wall, but I don't want anybody to get stuck up here. When we get deep enough, we might start getting dwarves because you have to have underground rooms and you have to be deep enough. And they're supposed to be really good because they evidently different heroes spend a different amount of time in the dungeons, and you can look that up under wiki towns under heroes. But supposedly knights spend the least amount of time. So do rogues. I think they spend. Always check on what I tell you because my memory's vague. These guys are, I can't remember what it called them, but basically Elven Bow. They're pretty much a linked clone. But they show up when you're at level 2, have a tavern room. Everybody you have to have the tavern, and they need a room in your tavern. You have to have at least 10 townies, although I don't think they leave if you lose 1 or 2 down from there. You'll have to look at the exact numbers. You get your 4th one at 16. And then, depending on how many townies you have, you get more and more. So that's why we finally hit 4. And some people that never get their, never get a hero, you have to have the tavern. Some of them require you have to be down to dungeon level 2. I think that might be more than some. I don't know. So let's just say, for tentative, tavern for sure, tavern room for sure. Probably down to level 2, and at least, and you'll have to check the exact number, but I think it's at least 10 townies. So if you're running along with 6 or 8, that's probably the problem. And what I finally did was throw a bunch of them in the military, and my military seems to be happier than bug shit, so whatever. Okay, we're going to let it run. What I wanted to do, I wanted to kind of pause so we'd have more time here, down here, seeing what they were doing, and I don't know where the hell he's going. Oh, there's some undiscovered country. They heal just walking around, so all they have to do is eat. He's asleep. Yeah, they've got still big chunks up here, so there's no need to dig out down here anymore. I think there's some stuff on level 6 that I could probably do. Well, let's see how this crap turns out. Oh, I got more people falling asleep at the wheel. Okay, crap. I just absolutely wasn't expecting that. We've got a caravan, more people. If you can't tell, I just woke up and the morphine hasn't kicked in. The blood pressure is about 2 hours late. If you have options in your life, don't ever get old. Now, I'm not saying if the only other option is to die to do that, but... Okay, he's not ready to trade yet. Oh, he's not here yet. Where is he? And who is he? He should be up here, so he might still be in the river. Usually they come down the river and then come across. Okay, more bodies. Gracious, I'm bothered and bewildered. Where are you idiots? Down in the damn dungeon, of course. So that means that I blew them off long enough for them to get their rooms and everything. Head up my ass and my mind in Texas. Okay, let's check and see what kind of weapons. Well, see, the par there is 2, so that's cool. I probably set on the left side a bunch of this stuff just to upgrade from wood, which is cool, but we need to get rid of that now. And I think we can safely get rid of all these pars now. Now what we have to do is decide what we want them building as our next level of beginning armor. And it's tempting to go with hobgoblinite. Well, let's do kind of a mix of spider. We'll do hobgoblinite breastplates and spiderite everything else. How about that? I don't usually bring you in on this planning stage, but I'll bring you in on the plan, but not all the dirty details. How's that? Auto equip, auto equip, auto equip. Okay, bless your little pumpkin hearts. You better be on auto. No, I don't want you on harvest. I want you on auto equip. There you go. Problem with auto equip is if they think there's equipment down here they want, they'll come down here and get it. So that puts us at 20. That fixes that. Boy, that's just switching those guys to military. I know some people, I don't know, but some people may think that's game in the game, and you know, maybe you're right, I don't know, but it sure is it's salvaged this game for whatever that's worth to you. I can do a lot more with 20 people than I can do with 8. If you see gold or silver, holler at me. Now, I've seen stuff down to 15, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There may be 18 levels. I don't know. I didn't actually look it up. I spent my time in Wiki. Get over it. No, it's Pinky. What the hell? Oh, luxury items, maybe? Bone doors, bone beds, fence doors, medicine chest. Yeah, Pinky. Hey, Pinky. Really, what we want to do is we want to sell him stuff. Now, how much any of this stuff, this outside stuff, affects happiness, I don't know. I guess it'd be worth. See, graves is what I wasn't building. I should have made a graveyard and put the human remains in them. Alright, I was going to Google those statues and see if it's... Some things Wiki just doesn't give you any details because it's, you know... I think people that love this game or like this game are just doing the best they can, but it takes time. I noticed under mine shafts there were people asking what ores it gathered. Okay, what it says on indoor and outdoor items, and it's possible I should have put the bird cage in the dining room. And it's also very possible I should have made the dining room bigger. What can we sell our caravan guy? I'd like to buy that gold. I'm assuming that gold stuff does more for happiness, which you know what assuming does to you. I'd like to get all this money so we can buy magic items like that helmet of the beast. Guess the key on these would be to put them where there's a lot of people. What it says is any of the items, they affect happiness of people near them. So what I'm thinking is we put them near where people go. So I was thinking people go to the dining room. So I was thinking about doing something about that. The statue, maybe we just make a stone statue and save our money on that and save the time it's going to take them to gather this crap. That helmet of the beast is just too cool, so yeah, we can do that. Okay, cool. Okay, they have to bring him all that crap. I want to put that bird in a golden cage in the dining room. Wonder if it'll let me put it in the corner. All that's under here, if you don't know. That's indoor, that's outdoor. And the badgers are in the arena. I don't know if you may or may not know about my adventure with that. Yeah, that's right, dumbass. Get off of it entirely. And they won't have to build this since we have one. But everybody goes in the dining room. Maybe I should put it in the center. I told them build some fences so that maybe they won't have to walk as far to get eggs. And I never thought about it. I was trying to figure out what, because it looks like these things have fences. Evidently they work like the mines do, where they just churn out. I never realized when they were being ephemeral, it never occurred to me that they just churn out cows, pigs, and chickens, because I thought maybe I was behind and that's why I was having trouble with food. And speaking of food, we need to kick all that up. I have to pick this up before we can mine.